Okay, let's just jump right in. We need to talk about this little secret that pretty much all of us keep. It's a huge collective illusion we're all living under every single day, and it's all about time and the story we tell ourselves about how much of it we really truly have.
And hey, be honest with yourself for a second. Have you ever put something off? A big dream, a tough conversation, maybe a trip you've always wanted to take, and you just thought to yourself,
Of course you have. We all do it. It's almost like our brain's default setting, right? Oh, I'll get to it later. There's always tomorrow. No rush. I've got plenty of time. But that one simple little sentence, it might just be the most dangerous story we tell ourselves.
And this right here just nails the whole problem. We act like we've signed some kind of contract, a legal document that guarantees us a full century on this planet. It's this unspoken assumption that quietly shapes almost every decision we make. Or maybe more importantly, every decision we put off.
So let's actually unpack this thing, this illusion. I mean, where does this deep-seated belief that we have an endless supply of time even come from? Well, it turns out it's baked into our culture in ways we don't even realize.
just think about this for a second. In a lot of places, if a young person, someone in their 20s, starts getting really serious about spirituality or their life's purpose, what happens? People kind of look at them funny. It's like they're all thinking, whoa, why are you doing that now? That's for when you're old. You've got plenty of time. You see? There it is again, that 100-year lease just humming away in the background.
You know, this isn't just some vague feeling we all have. There's actually a name for this whole phenomenon. It's a principle that started out in the world of work, but it has quietly, kind of creepily, taken over our entire philosophy on life. It's called Parkinson's Law. So here's the official definition, and I'll bet you've lived this 1,000 times. If your boss gives you a full week to do a task that should only take 2 hours, how long does it actually take? Yeah, the whole week, right? It's a fascinating little quirk of human nature. But here's the scary part. What happens when the work is your entire life and the deadline feels like it's 100 years away?
And this is the simple, powerful idea at the heart of it. It's not that we're lazy, it's that we're absolute masters at filling whatever time we're given. So if we believe we have all the time in the world to live our lives, well, that's exactly how long we'll take. We'll fill that huge imaginary space with waiting.
And this is where it gets really crazy. This idea has broken out of the office and is now basically running our lives. This belief that we're all going to live for 100 years has become this giant life-sized version of Parkinson's Law, and it causes us to postpone joy and meaning and our purpose until some far-off future that, let's be honest, just isn't guaranteed.
All right, so this is where things have to get a little serious. Because that 100-year lease we all think we signed, it's not real. It's a myth. And it's time to face some hard truths that our culture of, I'll do it later, just loves to ignore.
I mean, seriously, does anyone? The answer is a hard no. Absolutely nobody. We walk around with this incredible certainty about tomorrow, next week, next year, but the whole thing is built on a foundation of sand. Life is so fragile, so unpredictable.
And we don't have to look very far for proof. Just think about well-known public figures, people who seemed totally vibrant and full of life one day and were just gone the next. These names are powerful reminders that nobody, no matter how important they are, gets a pass. Their time just ran out, way sooner than anyone expected. And look, it isn't just about random accidents. The very nature of our health risks is shifting under our feet. Just look at this. What used to be considered something that happened to people in their 70s or 80s is now a serious problem for people in their 30s and 40s. The whole timeline is getting compressed. 30. Just let that number sink in. The age when so many of us are just starting to think, okay, my real life is about to begin, is now an age of significant health risk. The whole idea that you can just wait until you're 50 or 60 to start really living, well, that's becoming a statistically dangerous bet.
So, after a reality check like that, what are we supposed to do? We can't live in fear, obviously, but we can't live in a delusion either. The answer really is to completely change our relationship with time itself.
This, right here, is the antidote to the whole 100-year myth. It's a huge shift in how you see things. You have to start acting like time is the scarce, incredibly precious resource that it actually is. Stop treating your days like they're just loose change you can afford to toss away. So, if you take just one thing away from all of this, let it be this simple, powerful truth. The basic assumption we all make that we have this abundance of time is a dangerous illusion. The time available isn't what we imagine it to be. It's what we have right now, in this moment. That's it.
And that brings us to the final and, honestly, the most important question. This isn't meant to be depressing. It's meant to be an awakening. Realizing that the 100-year lease is a complete myth is actually incredibly freeing. It means the time to live, to really live, is right now. So the question is no longer, when am I going to start? It's what am I going to do today?